guys, Xavier 1975 here. I'd mentioned the other day about being aggravated because of taking this ride and my footage being pretty much unusable due to a bad camera angle. So I'm out this morning rerunning the ride. Turns out my footage wasn't, per se really that bad once I got to looking at it again. I may still upload it just simply because my son was with me that day. My wife was too, but you really don't see her in the video. So I'm out trying to redo the footage this morning, hopefully get a better camera angle and make them do a little bit better job posting the ride. I was wearing a half helmet that day and I hadn't really checked the angle, and the half helmet tends to start out sitting kind of pointing one direction and then kind of slides back on my forehead and ends up pointing in an entirely different direction. So most of the video was pointed pretty high and got a whole lot of skyline and not really a lot of level viewing. I may end up uploading that footage anyway, not to my Motovlog per se, but just to my YouTube channel, just because my son's in the video. I may even put it up as a private video, I'm not sure, just because it has footage of him and stuff, and me and him riding the ride together. So most likely I'll just post it up to my longer rides, that video up to my longer rides channel. And here's where the ride really starts. I've already been riding quite a bit this morning. Had several trials and tribulations just trying to get to this point, unfortunately. But here we are. Clay's Ferry. I was hoping there wouldn't be anybody in front of me when I got down here this morning, just so it wouldn't interfere with the view, but and I may insert the clip here where me and my son cross the ferry. Depends on how this footage looks versus that footage. Yeah, we get to cross the Kentucky River on a ferry this morning. Thought that might be interesting for you. But yeah, I was thoroughly disappointed when I went to post that video and went to reviewing that video rather, and realized that it was a bad camera angle. So we're going to try it again. My right foot just going to slide now. I don't know. Something's on my shoe or what's going on. Steep ramp down to the ferry, and on my other bikes that I've used to own, it wasn't really a big deal, but on this heavy bike, it's interesting. When we come down here the other day, there was some mud on the road here. Looks like they've since cleaned it up, but it was a little bit worrisome because I was afraid that my back tire would get slick, or even my front tire. I'd have trouble, going into a slide or something, coming up onto the ferry or trying to get down to the ferry. So, yeah, my position's not quite as good this morning with this other car in front of me. You can see the paddle wheel there. When I was in the front the other day, you could see the paddle wheel really good. We got safety lines on the other side, just in case the boat lost power, that way it wouldn't drift. Be pulling the Josie wheels on us. And it also has a backup engine too, and a safety boat. Right down there is one of the backup engines, and back there's the safety boat. I don't know if you can see it. You know, in the event something happened and somebody needed to get, you know, the ferry engines wasn't working and somebody needed to get off, or it was sinking, or who knows what. Typically holds about 3 cars. Sorry if I'm making you seasick leaving my head around this morning. Sorry I didn't get the better view for you. I'll try to insert some of that other footage to give you like a better view of the paddle wheel train and stuff. The John Craig 2 is the name of the boat.
Because it's just such an iconic song with those keyboards, so good for you.
I was worried about that mud back there.
By the way, August 31st, that band's going to be at Riverbend as long as they survive being on tour together. Yeah, so let's do our little prayer right now to the rock radio gods, lower G. Please, please, don't let Van Halen get into a fight and break out because we want to. We're coming up. T-Rex on the way. It's Classic Rock 92.1.
Classic Rock 92.1 weather.
There's another older paddle boat that looks like it says the John Craig's. That may have been the original, but it looks more like just a personal transport, not a ferry. Good, you? Rather quick little trip across the river. Doesn't take it long at all to get across. Toll, no toll. So you don't have to pay the ferryman. Good thing about a water-cooled bike, doesn't overheat. I'm probably sure I've said that before. Just gotta make sure you hit one of them little ramps on it. Destinations this morning, close together. A lot of this footage here I'll edit out just to save time. Although it's quite a lot of scenic area in between, I may put some of that back in. But yeah, I came through here the other day, and I really didn't like that footage very well. And this is one of my favorite rides. I like gravel on the road today. It is one of my favorite rides, so I thought I would try to re-ride the ride and try to do a little bit better with the video footage and make sure I had a better angle. And I'm wearing my full face helmet, of course, today, so, and set up this new helmet with a new chin mount, so it's pretty easy to tell which angle my camera's pointing, which I did go ahead and put it on the GoPro app and check the angle real quick. To make sure it was, you know, the right angle, eye level. But enjoy the ride, the parts that I had in, and we'll talk to you in a few minutes. closer. Several minutes later, and many bugs later, which have decorated my windshield, we are arriving at our second location. And we will be pulling over here for a minute. I'm going to do a quick loop back so you can actually see what I'm talking about, which we will be going down there, but just to kind of give you a little preview of where we're stopping. Do a little loop back right here. So we can get a good overview really quick. I'm sure you can see it there. It's a waterfall. Not a great big one, but it's still pretty nice. It's right here off the side of the road. You can walk right up to it. Over here, and I won't make you suffer through with me walking over there, so we'll cut back in a minute. Alright guys, you should be rejoining us right about now. Across the road, walking down this little path to the waterfall. Sorry for the jerky video, but it is a little bit of a rocky path. You can see you can walk all the way up through there. And it's a pretty nice little hike. Just to save time on the footage, I probably won't do any of that today because we've still got one more place to go. So there's a lot of minnows jumping down there, but there's a snake in the water. I was down here the other day and a snake crawled across my wife's foot. I only wish I'd got that on camera. She wasn't that startled, but you know, nonetheless, she's not that skittish. So, pretty nice. I took and recorded about a 10-minute section of this waterfall the other day and looped it and made my wife an hour-long video. She seemed to like pretty good. She loves listening to the sound of water. And she can play it, you know, while she's falling asleep or whatever. So I'm gonna take this helmet off now. Let you guys enjoy the waterfall for just a minute while I get some fresh air. Okay, that's enough waterfall. Obviously I recorded more than I posted, but I figured you guys wouldn't want to watch that all day long. Now, on to our third destination, Poosey Ridge. In case you couldn't hear that, that was Poosey Ridge. A ridgeline drive, a narrow country road, very scenic. I like this little valley area here too. Once we get past this, I'll cut the footage back out again to save some time, and we'll see you at Poosey Ridge.